insurance. If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
With 26 flavors, got a sauce for every squad. Don't drip on the drip. It's the greatest of all times. Buffalo Wild Wings.
You have built an amazing life
from real
by working
mechanics.
hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Would the audience remain standing as the Minot High School Junior ROTC presents the colors? Remain standing as the Minot High School Band, under the direction of Mr. Evan Meyer, performs the national anthem. Please remain standing until the colors have been retired.
You may be seated. Good afternoon. On behalf of Minot Public School District Number 1 and Minot Air Force Base Number 160, I would like to welcome you to this year's graduation commencement ceremony and offer our congratulations to the Minot High School class of 2022. I would also like to offer a special welcome to those who could not be with us today and are watching this ceremony via the World Wide Web, especially those members of our armed services who are serving in duty stations around our world. Minot High School has produced great graduates who have become leaders in our community, our state, our nation, and in our world. As students, you have had the opportunity to partake in a rigorous coursework that has prepared you for the next step in your life. And as an alumnus of Minot Public Schools, you carry with you a great tradition of success. As you continue your education, enter the armed forces, or enter the workforce, I believe that you are prepared to be successful and equipped to make our world a better place. Of the 409 graduates seated before you today, 71 have maintained a perfect 4.0 grade point average during their high school career, Would our 4.0 graduates please stand? Thank you. You may be seated. This year, Minot High School is proud to announce that Oscar Hultz has been named a National Merit Scholar. Oscar, please stand and be recognized. As a National Merit Scholar, he shares this honor with less than 1/5 of 1% of all graduating seniors across the United States. This is an incredible honor, and we once again say congratulations, Oscar Hultz. The Minot High class of 2022 is a remarkable group of young adults. At this year's senior banquet, many members of the class were honored for a variety of activities, from music, academics, athletics, volunteerism, and citizenship. The hard work and dedication of this successful and exceptional group has paid off. I am pleased to announce that as of today, the Minot High School senior class of 2022 has earned over $2.6 million in scholarships. Seniors, today is your day. You've completed a very remarkable senior year, a year coming out of COVID restrictions, determining what our new normal might look like, dealing with very bizarre supply chain issues, and a whole lot of state championships. Isn't it nice to be known as Titletown, guys? So seniors, as you wrap up this final phase of your life, I encourage you to build on those skills that you have learned. Always strive to be your best. Take on each challenge with grit and resolve, just as you did during the many challenges you faced during high school. And take with you great pride in being a graduate of Minot High School. And also, take time to give back to your community and to your world. And with those attributes in mind, I would like to take this time to honor two individuals who truly exemplify what it means to give back to community. Minot Public Schools has two school board members that have now announced that they will not seek re-election in June. First, Miranda Schuler, would you join me, please? Miranda was elected to the school board in 2018. During her tenure on the board, she has been a strong advocate for children and our community and a strong supporter of the 2021 bond election, which will result in a transition to a two-high school system for our community. While you will not see Miranda on the school board election ballot, you will see her name as candidate for mayor of Minot. Please join me in saying thank you to Miranda Schuler. Laura Mahalik, if you would join me, please. Laura is a 1979 graduate of Minot Public Schools. She was appointed to the school board in 2008. She was elected in 2010 and re-elected in 2014 and 18, a total of 14 years on the school board. She is currently the school board vice president. During her 14 years, she's seen it all, from the flood of 2007 and our subsequent reconstruction, the building of Hoven Elementary, tough decisions during COVID, and now a successful bond issue to build a new high school in Minot. As a servant leader, Laura has handled every challenge with grace. Please join me in saying thank you to Laura Mahalik for her many years of dedicated service. It's heavy. Graduates, today is your day. I want you to celebrate this milestone. Take a few minutes to thank those who have supported you along the way. And as you continue along life's journey, I encourage you to give back and pay it forward. You have the ability to make our world a better place, and our future depends on it. Please join me in saying congratulations to the class of 2022. When the senior class was asked to select a speaker for this year's graduation ceremony, they chose Minot High School language arts instructor, Marge Bubach. Marge has served as a language arts instructor at Magic City campus for 23 years. She also taught in Surrey for 13 years, a total of 36 years of service in education. Mrs. Bubach has the grand ability to teach all students at all levels. Her dedication to her students is second to none, and she will be greatly missed by the staff and students of Minot High School. Marge, we wish you only the very best in retirement. Ladies and gentlemen, Marge Bubach.
Dr. Vollmer, Assistant Superintendent Slotsky, Magic City and Central Campus principals, members of the Minot Public and Minot Air Force Base School Boards, family, friends, and graduates of the class of 2022. 40 years ago, in 1982, I spoke at my high school graduation in Lair, North Dakota. Of the 14, yes, 14 graduates, I was tasked with highlighting the future plans of my classmates. 4 years later, in 1986, I stood on a stage in Jamestown, North Dakota, and along with two of my peers, delivered a graduating address to 97 seniors in which we resurrected the events of the previous 4 years, expressed our appreciation to the faculty and the staff to what was Jamestown College at the time. We concluded by paying our best wishes to the graduating class of 1986. While those experiences were meaningful, neither one in any way compares to the honor of standing before you today, offering this commencement address to the graduating class of 2022. As I was planning this speech and the other two, I, much like many of you, considered graduation as an ending. The reality, however, is as much as this day may indeed be a conclusion, more importantly, this day is a beginning. Therefore, I am honored and humbled to have the pleasure of speaking to you about your beginning. The beginning of careers, of college attendance, of new relationships, the beginning of moving away, of living on your own. When Dr. Fall asked me for confirmation of the senior class request to speak, I asked him how long. You see, everything we high school teachers do takes 50 minutes. When he said 5 to 10, I thought he said 5 times 10, but I know he was wrong. I was wrong. I understood that by this time on graduation day, the crock pots are warming, the beverages are on ice, the relatives may be leaving at 7 o'clock flight. To my speech students, this means no Q&A afterwards, and I will submit my self-evaluation on Google Classroom by 11:59 tonight. But what can I tell you in 5 to 10 minutes that's meaningful, that's significant, that's educational? Because my students know everything that I talk to them about has to be educational. I considered expounding on the significance of stories, which I often talk to my students about. But Mr. Hendershot so beautifully relayed a similar message last year, so I had to move on to Plan B. During a Q&A at the beginning of each semester, one of my new students invariably asks me why I teach. Without hesitation, I, in all honesty, reply, you. I then follow with, to me, besides being a wife and a mother, teaching is the most honorable profession I could ever have the privilege of being a part of. A day in front of more than 100 students is never a dull moment. You may live with 1 or 2 at home, but teachers often face 25 or more per hour. And while some days are more challenging than others, each day is undeniably enlightening. The young people sitting before you here today are full of ideas, of joys, of fears, of needs. At some time each year, when I sense their resolve waning, when junioritis and senioritis really set in, I know it's time to share with them a couple of very specific pieces of literature. You see, of all the pieces I have ever taught, these two selections seem to inspire my students, and interestingly enough, over the years, they have resulted in the most appreciative responses at the end of the hour, at the beginning of the next day, and sometimes even years later. So I have decided to share those two selections with you today. Both of them offer direction, lessons, and advice for life. While I will not give you the 50-minute lecture for each one, which will be quite difficult, I will read each one first and then offer a few comments. I will try not to be too verbose, which I am sure a few of my students are thinking, yeah, Bubak, we'll have to see it to believe it. Both pieces are in your bulletin if you would like to follow along. A Psalm of Life by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. What the heart of the young man said to the psalmist. Tell me not in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream, for the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not what they seem. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul. Not enjoyment and not sorrow is our destined end and way, but to act that each tomorrow find us farther than today. Art is long and time is fleeting, and our hearts, though stout and brave, still like muffled drums are beating funeral marches to the grave. In the world's broad field of battle, in the bivouac of life, be not like dumb driven cattle, be a hero in the strife. Trust no future, however pleasant, let the dead past bury the dead. Act in the living present, heart within and God o'erhead. Lives of great men all remind us we can make our lives sublime, and departing leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. Footprints that perhaps another sailing o'er life's solemn main, a forlorn and shipwrecked brother seeing shall take heart again. Let us then be up and doing with a heart for any fate, still achieving, still pursuing, learn to labor and to wait. Life is real. It is full of enjoyment and sorrow, of battles and victories. Be stout and brave. Be better tomorrow than you are today. Live each day with the goal of making someone else's life better. Leave footprints for others. I am so grateful for the footprints so many have left and continue to leave for me. Those left by my mom, who taught me how to love others and how to be a good cook. By my dad, who taught and still teaches me to work hard. By my sister, who teaches me resiliency and creativity. My husband, who teaches me patience and perseverance. By my son, a 2022 graduate, who, although I could list many things he has taught me, especially how to use technology during the pandemic, truly has been God's greatest blessing in my life. I applaud the footprints of my peers, past and present, who taught me how to be a better teacher. Although many have left and leave footprints for you, regardless of your age, never ignore the footprints that you can leave for others. Longfellow implies that what you do matters. He implores you to have a strong heart, to achieve, to pursue. And the tough part? Learn to labor and to wait. If you have ever needed his advice, it's now. Although we live in a society where everything is at our fingertips, your beginning is filled with uncertainty. And no matter what, we have to work. And we often need to exhibit extreme patience in our relationships, in our careers, and in life in general. So closely related to Longfellow's message is that of Emily Dickinson, whose poem, Hope is a Thing with Feathers, is laden with advice for today's graduates. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the song without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash that little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it on the chillest land and in the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. You own hope. It lives and breathes inside each one of you, inside each one of us sitting in this auditorium today. We all sit here today full of hope for your futures. We hope you will be safe. We hope you will find peace. We hope you will succeed. We hope you will be happy. No one can deny any of us the power of hope. So today, go forth, acknowledging the pride for what you have accomplished, recognizing the challenges that lie ahead, knowing that the future is yours for the taking. You have the talent, the creativity, the intelligence, the work ethic, the humor, the grit, the patience, and the hope to be anything you want to be and to ultimately make this world a better place. As both a teacher and the mom of a graduate, for the past 13 years, I have had a front row seat to many of the events of the students in this class. Therefore, I know that you are all quite something special, and I am a better person for having both known you and taught you. Today is your beginning, so with all my heart, I wish you congratulations and Godspeed. Thank you.
Would the audience please help me in welcoming Maya Lewis, senior speaker, to the stage? Come on up.
Dr. Vollmer, Assistant Superintendent Slotsby, Magic City and Central Campus principals, members of the Minot Public and Minot Air Force Base School Boards, family, friends, and graduates of the class of 2022. Now I know everyone is here today because you were either graduating, are friends or family of a graduate, or maybe you were here because your own child defied all odds and ended up here in a cap and gown, and you had to see it to believe it. Or maybe you were forced here against your will and are counting down the minutes until you can get out of this building that reeks of hormones and Axe body spray. But I would like to take a second to appreciate all the Minot High staff who have allowed these smells to take place. That goes for the teachers and counselors who've probably just spent this last week of school trying to get many students into these seats when they weren't exactly projected for them. Also, we owe a big thanks to the cleaning staff who, despite all human instincts, were obligated to face the unspeakable things that have been left in the boys' bathrooms this year. And of course, I couldn't forget to thank the lunch staff, because no one should have to deal with hangry teenagers when the famous spicy chicken sandwiches are unavailable to them for weeks. But finally, I'd like to thank the principals for almost learning my name. You're really close. Even with 3 prior years of preparation, I feel as if I'm speaking for most of us when I say the shift from a 17-year-old junior to a 17-year-old senior has really hit us all like a truck. And not like a truck filled with spicy chicken sandwiches, but like a garbage truck. For months, all my conversations with friends seem to have started with a small variety of phrases like, "I can't believe graduation is so soon. This year has felt insanely short. Adding hot sauce to the regular chicken sandwiches just isn't the same. What are you planning on doing after school ends? When do you think the spicy chicken sandwiches will be back?" These last 2 questions I thought I would never know the answer to. But with much relief, I've decided to spend more time in another, more expensive school because apparently 13 years of this one wasn't enough to prepare me for the real world. And then, of course, the even bigger relief being answered. Yes, the spicy chicken sandwiches would make a return to make school almost worth it again. For most, senior year has felt like one big decision-making process. And one thing I've learned throughout my decision-making process is that I'm really, really bad at making decisions. And I will refrain from making any more decisions ever again. But another thing I've learned, however, is that there are always going to be people who try to influence you in these big decisions. But the only person who really matters in making that final decision is yourself, and whoever else is paying for it. Multiple times through this process, I've wished that someone would just tell me what to do. But then I think to the last time I told someone what to do. And this resulted in Caden DeWitt's with a lunch tray filled with ketchup, and 8 minutes later, a clean lunch tray and a very upset stomach. So maybe life isn't meant to be lived by waiting for people to direct you or tell you what the right move every step of the way is. Maybe it's about making mistakes and eating that whole tray of ketchup by the spoonful. Maybe it's about wearing wet jeans for senior pictures, not knowing it would be such a popular photo. Maybe it's about wearing a kilt to homecoming as the homecoming king. Maybe it's about saying something controversial in the student section of event and getting yelled at by the AD. Is it possible that life is about doing everything wrong until you do it right? To the parents, I can only imagine how much pressure you were feeling or have felt trying to help figure out what the best route for your child would be. But is it possible that the best way you can help your child make the right decision during this challenging time is by supporting their own decisions until they fail terribly and come running back, asking for more money, better food, cleaner bathrooms, and more Axe body spray? So, what does give an 18-year-old girl who brushes her hair 4 times a month, sweats more than the doctor recommended amount, and has locked her keys in her car 3 times this semester the right to tell you what to do? Well, that's easy. Absolutely nothing. She has no right to tell anyone what to do. Unless you're one of her little sisters listening to this, then you have to listen to everything she says, because she's always right. But to everyone else, I urge you to continue living life like no one can tell you where you should go next. So, now that I've been telling you what to do by telling you not to listen to people trying to tell you what to do, I'm confused, and I think that's my cue to close. So, with all the good and bad this school year has brought to us, to commemorate this final year with my class of 2022, I think I can sum it up with the words of Pee Wee Herman. It's been real, and it's been fun, but has it been real fun? Nope. Thank you.
Would the audience please help me welcome Jonas Bubak, senior speaker, to the stage.
Dr. Vollmer, Assistant Superintendent Slotsvie, Magic City and Central Campus principals, members of the Minot Public and Minot Air Force Base School Boards, family, friends, and graduates of the class of 2022. For the past 13 years of my life, I've attended Minot Public Schools. Through those years, my classmates and I have faced ups and downs, floods and pandemics, friends coming and going, heartbreaking losses, and individual and team state championships. And yes, plenty of car crashes. Through it all, we've remained on a common course. Today, May 29, 2022, graduation day. So, congratulations to us, 409 students who are ready to begin our post-high school lives. North Dakota folk musician and working farmer from Mandan, North Dakota, Chuck Suki, talks about this idea of one common course through our secondary education and the subsequent scattering of classmates and friends in his song, Different Lines of Time. In it, he first acknowledges how, on graduation day, we await congratulations at fitted graduations, pomp and circumstance in their prime. That seems to be what we have been doing for years, months, weeks, and days, is what we are now doing here today, and what we will continue to do in the coming days as we partake in graduation parties. Now is our time to celebrate this great achievement with teachers, classmates, friends, and family. Now is our prime. However, this rush of being done with the routines of high school will not last. Moving forward, we will not have the safety and structure of a high school setting. Suki touches on this idea as well, pointing out that upon the great dispersal, they find there is no rehearsal, each one on a different line of time. After today, it is time for us all to step out into the great unknown that this world presents. While some of us have plans to attend a four-year institution, a vocational or technical college, the military, open a business, or engage in a variety of other options that currently present themselves, the truth is, we know what we want the future to hold, but we do not know what the future will hold. We will, as Suki says, disperse and be scattered across the United States and possibly even around the world. And, as Suki continues, we will each embark on a different path, each be on a different line of time. What I do know is that our high school education and experiences have prepared us for this next step in our lives. Through rigorous learning, push from parents and families, and a path that has ultimately led to a high school diploma, we are each ready for what is to come. Not a single one of us will take the same post-secondary path, and that is the beauty of the future. We will find on our individual paths that we do not know exactly what lies ahead, but that we have the courage to move ahead. Still, though, we will always be graduates of Minot High School. We will always have the relationships that we built at this school, no matter where we go. Whether these friendships were molded through theater, music, sports, and clubs, or by simply attending class or other school events, we have built a firm circle of friends and trusted adults here. Furthermore, through engaging in random acts of kindness, assisting peers with homework, starting a classmate's car in the dead of winter, cheering rather loudly and obnoxiously at high school events, or participating in a host of other adventures this high school journey has taken us on, we have all had an effect on each other. While some friends impact our lives more than others, it cannot be denied that we have collectively played a role in bringing 409 graduates to the stage. Suki claims that near the end of our lives, we release the final version of our movie Life's Excursion, and we edit all the factors, we credit all the actors. When all is said and done, this high school, and perhaps more importantly the people inside, along with many other friends and loved ones, deserve much credit, for they will have built us. They are the factors and the actors who have molded us into who we are. Our lives are sure to present many new adventures, many movie-like events, but the people here will certainly be near the top of each of our credit lists. Before I conclude, I would like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for sharing this line of time with me. As I plan to attend college far away from this place my friends and family have truly made a home, I look fondly back on all the memories I've shared with you. Thank you, class of 2022. As we depart from here today, take away these final words from Suki's bridge. Let in life surround you with goodness that leaves little room for bitterness to find. We've all felt happiness at one point or another through high school, and that feeling continues here today. I pray that we each continue to live in and promote that goodness throughout our lives. So, today, enjoy your moment as you come up to receive your diploma. Be proud of this accomplishment. Celebrate. Go out into the great unknown. Do amazing things. Make your own way. But never forget where you came from or the friends you made here at Minot High School. Thank you. Thank you.
School Board Vice President Mahalik, Superintendent Vollmer, the students seated in front of you have met all requirements for graduation as set forth by the Minot Public School District and the North Dakota Department of Public Instruction. They are now ready to receive their diplomas. It is the recommendation of school administration and the faculty they be so issued.
Everett William Aberley.
Aiden Michael Adkins.
Esteban Michael Aguilar.
Kale Sebastian Adkins.
Summer Nicole Albers.
Chloe L. Alexander.
Sharon Alfres Garcia.
Edward Thomas Allen.
Eileen Stephanie Alvarado.
Landon Dennis Almy.
Bjorn Axel Anderson.
Hope Santina Amsbury.
Sonia Joanne Anderson.
Caleb Joel Anderson.
Peyton Marie Andes.
Siri Cynthia Aspig.
Matthew James Austin.
Austin Robert Axelson.
Ashley Faith Ringsocker.
Brooke Johanna Seidler.
Haley Alexis Weiss.
Dace Knight.
Jonas Richard Bubach.
Mia Noel Lewis.
Summers Ann Bachman.
Madison Lee Ballas.
Samari Grace Valentine.
Alyssa Lynn Ball.
Bryn K. Bernsdorf.
Abigail May Barnum.
Ethan Bradley Bowen.
Carson Chase Bennett.
Hunter James Boyd.
Jackson Christ Bolander.
Jaden Lee Brandt.
Serica Emma Bonsness.
Abigail May Braun.
Ryder M. Dickens.
Elijah William Brown.
Sheldon Isaac Brandt.
Micah Robert Brown.
Nicholas Christopher Selmer.
Austin Grice.
Isaiah Alexander Russell.
Trinity Jane Calderon.
Kanoa Joshua Bylily.
Dakota Michael Anderson.
Leah Marie Calloway.
Peyton Barch.
Elizabeth Catherine Bauer.
Michaela Cheyenne Britt.
Raul Javua Buama. Garrett Brokey, absentia.
Jorn Kellen Brose.
Gabriel William Brooks.
Tyler Seth Badeau.
Alexandra Jade Tahati Brown.
Kyler Nicholas Byer.
Trevor Joe Bruns.
Liam Ari Alexander Cox Smith.
Ariana Michelle Buck.
Haley Rose Crocker.
Evelyn Ashley Carlson.
Gabriel Angelus Denny.
Alicia Vivian Codrington.
Alyssa Marie Burgum.
Gannon Henry Cowper.
Annabelle Cece Dolbear.
Gerardo Jr. Cruz.
Marina Ileana Cardoso.
George Edward Culp.
Christopher Celebat.
Malaya Page Burke.
Alexander Charles Clementson.
Evelyn Rose Byrne.
Noah Matthew Conklin.
Henry Carroll.
Genevieve Cortez.
Caitlin Elizabeth Casey.
Reed Cooper Absentia. Natalie Ray Cook.
Dylan Michael Chase.
Thomas Edward Drago.
Declan Brendan Colombo.
Maria Marie Halton.
Ashton Edward Davis.
Aspen Tiana Copeland.
Hunter Michael Davis.
William Robert Egan.
David Enrique Devine.
Grady Cole Dukeshire.
Josie Marie Hassel.
Landon Joseph Kater.
Megan Renee Dennis.
Addison Yvonne Dennis.
Caden Ryan DeWitts.
Aiden Lee Descent.
Zachary John Deal.
Ava Lynn Descent.
Kyle Sterling Doan.
Madison Lynn Elliott.
Ethan Michael Doctor.
Amy Rebecca Eamon.
Michael Daniel Keith Cohn.
Trevor Darrell Emke.
Nevin Tyle Cohn.
John Joseph Espinoza.
Bryce Paul Domstein.
Emily Jean Eric.
Tyler Jane Dotson. Sean L. Absentia.
Isabel Bethany Hildebrand.
Michael Francis Epperson.
Sophie Ann Evenson.
Maya Rain Falcon.
Logan Neil Edward Frissinger.
Jonathan Stanley Michael Flockney.
Caleb Joseph Ganji.
Caleb D. Forgy.
Blaze Kiola Ferry.
Cambry K. Franzfog.
Kimberly Rose Field.
Edward Donald Fry.
Logan D. Fonder.
Taylor Allison Garris.
Skylar Keelan Absentia. Olivia Shea Foss.
Trinity Rose Cottom.
Chase Matthew Garcia.
Isabella Marie Espy.
Micah Nicholas Garrett.
Victor Angel Garcia.
Holden Aaron Galt.
Abigail N. Gathman.
Terry Shea Martin.
Solana Diane Gauchi.
Braden Michael Goldie.
Liam Joseph Geyer.
Shay Michaela Green.
Jaden Michael Gilmore.
Ethan Allen Grice.
Elena Jade Gokenauer.
Braden Scott Christensen.
Gavin Dean Goodman.
Eric Allen Graham.
Landon Kenneth Gorsey.
Rakeem Deontay Graves.
Peyton Renee Grant.
Madeline Griffin Greek.
Avery Rose Falcon.
Elsie Marie Hardy.
Alex Gomez.
Caitlin May Heiselman.
Kylie Raquel Griffin.
Evelyn Rain Groshi.
McKinley Lorraine Groshi. Lillian Kelly Absentia.
Noma Olbube Udakwe.
Tashelle Joy Halverson.
Andrew John Hiddle.
Benjamin Hancock.
Kristen Ann Grubb.
Samara Angelique Graham.
Molly Shea Hoffner.
Caden McLean Guerra.
Ezra Lee Hagerott.
Connor Michael Guthrie.
David Michael Halverson.
Milena Lou Hoganson.
James Jose Heydrich.
Riley Anthony Hagan.
Corbett James Hoagland.
Moroni James Hale.
Hayden Dean Hofer.
Drea Gianna Halsey.
Mariah Jewel Evenson.
Kylie Ann Harris.
Tia Josie Mae Rust.
Ashton Eric Heilman.
Jaden Marie Rust.
Cody Allen Hempstead.
Zachary Brian Eubanks.
Dakota Mae White Harvey.
Caden Reed Hollenbeck.
Cole Allen Hansen.
Jason Drew Holt.
Kalen Andrew Hill.
Cade Allen Irwin.
Mason L. Hopkins.
Jersey Nadine Johnson.
Skylar Cheyenne Holte.
Michaela Lee Johnson.
Benjamin Wesley Lepp.
Cody James Matthew Kranz.
Grace Catherine Holbrook.
Noah Reese Harrison McCollis.
Dylan Michael Hoyam.
Sophia Isabel Eggy.
Mabel Genevieve Hopkins.
Quentin Jaden Hughes.
Chris Grace Hishers.
Tanner Lynn Hunsker.
Zachary Charles Imler.
Aiden Thomas Irie.
McKenna Page Isaacson.
Antonio M. Isla.
Isabella Marie Howard.
Lincoln Pete Jacobson.
Oscar Charles Holtz.
Jersey Kyler Jessen.
Owen Lee Iverson.
Tyler J. Johnson.
Lynn Wilson Gerald.
Andrew James Juarez.
Jodeci Devonte Jorn.
Kevin Santoso Mack.
Bram Dennis Johansson.
Bridger Robert McGough.
Kylie Faye Johnson.
Kinsey Marie Kaler.
Jalen Renee Kendall.
Tayton Shea Killingsworth.
Jeff Peralta Ketchum.
Tucker Daniel Coppinger.
Tristan Anthony Allen Keys.
Mason Joshua Kraft.
Madison M. Casteco.
Michael John Kubin.
Ozzy Klimple Absentia. John Stone Makowak.
Henry Miles Langhans.
Jaden Michael Coble.
Ian Charles Larson.
Coleman Alexander Craig.
Haley May Latimer.
Hunter William Kurtzbender.
Emma K. Lawson.
Cale Dean Kruger.
Trent John Meyer.
Heaven Marie Labor.
Savannah Ruth Millam.
Adela Lisa Langley.
Reagan Marine LaFours.
Bryn Catherine McKell Lawson.
Austin Lane Liebelt.
Allie Elizabeth Leonards.
Clayton Wesley Lord.
Tristan Gregory Lays.
Jaden James Luck.
Leighton Brian Ludwig.
McKenna Paris.
Christian Robert Long.
DeAndre Wesley Maldonado.
Devin T. McCabe.
Cade Nathaniel Marker.
Parker James Lund.
Ethan Robert Matthews.
Peyton Emily Lazardo.
Kennedy Ainara McCain.
Madison Jean Mack.
Amelia Lou Miller.
Mason Lee Marsh.
Julia Ann Morse.
Natalie Nicole Matthews.
Riley David Nelson.
Janessa Nicole Maynard.
Alexis Marie Nesham.
Robert Francis Myers Jr.
Elizabeth Paige Parton.
Abby Marie Naples.
Janai Erica Paulson.
Maya Ray Nelson.
Benjamin Alguermo Perez.
Brecken Faye Miggs.
Tegan Rose Nanagi.
Caden Wayne Miles.
Kirsten Ashlyn Nelson.
Alex Stephen Moe.
Ariana Reese O'Rourke.
Ainsley Lane Moser.
Ladira Maya Olson.
Harry Carter Mowbray.
Kiera Lenise Orr.
Corey Eliza Newman.
Griffin D. Osborne.
Ariana Leilani Parlov.
Morgan Riley Perrin.
Olivia Jessie Petrus.
Jaden Bryce Peterson.
Krista Jill Permentier.
Drew Thomas Fillion.
Caitlin Nicole Peters.
Faith Ann Valee Polinsky.
Noelle Cassidy Fow.
Slade Anthony Polsfoot.
Farah Sky Nolden.
Abigail Francis Otto.
Divine Nature Ocorn.
Ethan James Pankow.
Brianna Lee Olson.
Christian Orlando Rexinger.
Colby James Opp.
Skylar Lane Stoney.
Erin Marie Oster.
Dan Enrique Walker.
Isaac Patchen, absentia. Alan DeWong.
Blake Richard Moser.
Nathan James Pickard.
Trinity Larson Absentia.
Mallory.
Isabella Gianni Price.
Mallory Dawn Podol.
Isaac John Rathbun.
Kaylin Lily Pond.
Savannah Nicole Reed.
Sarah Jean Potts.
Spencer Maternack Absentia. Nicholas Albert Reeder.
Kayla Prestwich.
Rian Michael Reynolds.
Evan Lynn Putt.
Trevor Scott Ricks.
Kylie Rain Razzo.
McCrae Daniel Road.
Reese Lauren Rice.
Ilenis Rodriguez Cacho.
Braden Patrick Roberts.
Jameis Roger Rose.
Alexander Xavier Randash.
Landon Charles Rushing.
Elver Leoni Rodas.
Burke McKinley Rutten.
Benjamin Lynn Rohr.
Daniel Isaiah Santos Urbina.
Emma Grace Rouse.
Grant Michael Schaefer.
Jocelyn Sierra Russo.
Sarah K. Sherlock.
Hunter Daniel Rodzicka.
Garth Lee Shanklin.
Joshua James Chappelle.
Lawson Shanklin.
Tyler Harrison Schultz.
Jacob Morris Smested.
Jaden Robert Scott Shepard.
Addison Blue Sorensen.
Megan Dawn Sitter.
Aiden Riley Sorensen.
Joshua Benjamin Slama.
Austin Jacob Spain.
Skylar Ray Smith.
Olivia Dawn Spengler.
Kinley Grace Soini.
Talon J. Stevens.
James Charles Spangler.
James Leo Stewart.
Caleb Robert Spitzer.
Megan Marie Struckness.
Jade Ireland Stack.
Samuel Joseph Gill Super.
Aiden Earl Stewart.
Abigail Rose Tallman.
Milena Lynn Strand.
Alyssa Ray Turns.
Cambria Faith Sunquist.
Emily Ann Teely.
Isaiah Ellis Sutton.
Matthew Tullifson.
Noble Marvin Tart Johnson.
Angel Edshell Torres Jr.
Mia Marie Teal.
Kaylin Ann Tingy.
Breck Aaron Thompson.
Carson John Valdez.
Emma Ray Tofty.
Twyla Ray Van Cowenberg.
Bryce Yamil Toro.
Angela De Lima Vergara.
Gavin Scott Tudall.
Shavante Latea Vick.
Noah Emmanuel Yurkio.
Connor Joseph Warbus.
Daisy Serena Van Winkle.
Christopher Deshawn Thomas.
Zoe Elizabeth Vaughn.
Elijah Huffman Ward.
Lily Amber Marie Vetter.
Coda Nelson Watson.
Brianna Renee Vivier.
Peyton Alexander Weiss.
Zane Patrick Wallstrom.
Chase Taylor Williams. Mark Emery Williams. Jennifer Janet Wood.
Isaiah David Walter.
Colin James Wright.
Micah Ann Walter.
Mackenzie Rose Yetter.
Brooklyn Morgan Watts.
Brennan C. Yunko.
Eric Samuel Wentz.
Jose Ignacio Zendejas.
Alexander Addison Williams.
Tate Alexander Zablotny.
Caitlin Renee Wood.
Joshua Moore.
Andrew John Woodbeck. Brendan Joseph Bond.
Good job.
Would the class of Minot High School 2022 please stand? On behalf of the Minot Public School District Board of Education, it is my honor to bestow upon you your high school degree. You may turn your tassel from left to right.